it's Monday, November the 2nd, or I'm sorry, yeah, it's the 2nd now. I could be wrong on the date. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, no, yeah, it should be November the 2nd. Or no, it's not November the 1st. Okay, I'm blanking out on the date. But anyways, guys, I was like, Halloween was on Friday, so technically today's the 2nd. Okay, yeah, there we go. So yeah, today's the 2nd. So happy Monday. Hopefully you guys are all having a good week. I was supposed to work, but I ended up taking the day off. Because I just needed a mental day to kind of get away from, the I guess the life of what is called retail, right? So I hope everyone's having a good Monday. Definitely haven't live streamed in a while, so just so you guys know, I am live streaming on my Motorola ThinkPhone. This is the I forget which network. I am on here. I'm gonna turn the retouch on so that I don't look so nasty, by the way. But I am on the Helium Mobile network, by the way, on this device. So, if anyone's interested, I don't really promote Helium Mobile anymore, but you guys can check out my older videos. As far as that goes, hopefully everyone's having a good Monday. And if you guys want a promo code, I have my promo links in those videos, I believe. So if you guys sign up using that promo code, I believe you get a little bit off. I think they give you like $5 off or something like that your first month. But the way Helium Mobile is now, I don't see people staying with Helium Mobile. For people that have like minors or whatever, or like the hotspot, that's one thing, because you're PayPal. I don't even know what I paid $6 at PayPal for, but I paid $6. But anyways, guys, I hope everyone's doing good. I haven't really done any unboxings or anything since like the Motorola Stylus 2025. Truthfully, I might just get rid of all of my phones that I've gotten this year. I've actually been wanting to try a flip phone. So if anyone, not like a Motorola Razr or a Samsung Galaxy Flip. I'm talking about like an actual flip phone. I want to get one up from like Metro by T-Mobile, or I actually checked and I didn't really see any off the other services like Boost Mobile or Visible. I used to see like basic flip phones on those services online, and now you can't see them anymore. So probably if I like were to go to Walmart, I could probably get one from like Simple Mobile or whatever, prepaid stuff that they have over there at Walmart. But like at Target really got rid of it. They only really have like consumer cellular now, and I believe I didn't even see like a Boost Mobile thing anymore. I just saw like something for like consumer cellular, and I believe Total by Verizon. Looks like we got a few people, guys. If you can smash the like button, I would really appreciate it. In chat, I don't know if I'm not getting any chats. Hold on, let me go to live chat here. Hopefully everyone can see and hear me okay. Let me know if you guys can see and hear me okay, because I'm streaming on my phone. So, and I want to make sure, I think I have a good amount of battery life left on the device. So, but yeah, actually right now, just so you guys know, I am waiting outside of a Walmart. So just so you guys know, I got off a live stream on my other YouTube channel, and I am out here testing out not testing this, but I'm out here doing gig work. So it's my day off, but I was kind of getting bored at home, so I was like, let me just drive out. I went to check out a store earlier, and now I'm just out here chilling. You know what I mean? Thanks for the like, whoever sent that like, by the way. I appreciate that. You guys gotta hit the like button, comment, anything that helps the algorithm, right? I think YouTube now, what they do is they like people to be interactive with the video. So if the video doesn't have likes or comments, then YouTube doesn't typically they don't typically, how do you say, push the video, right? Because there's videos that I post that will get like, it'll get like 100 views really quick, like, and then it'll just stay at that for like days or weeks. So like, unless the video's getting some sort of like, comments or likes or interactions on it, like I don't think the algorithm typically tends to push those type of videos anymore for me. So again, hopefully everyone's doing good, guys. I definitely still need to post a video on the Motorola G Stylus 2025. As far as I think I got a few cases for it. So I'm gonna unbox a few of those cases. I might work on that video later this afternoon or maybe tonight. But for the most part, guys, I've just been working. I've been working a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said that in my last live stream, but I've been working a lot. Um, this week I'm gonna kind of take a break. I'm gonna take 3 days off, and I might head to the beach on Friday. I have a day off. I have a couple days off, so I might head to the beach with my dog and just chill out there for the evening and just, how do you say, rest and enjoy the weather. Hopefully the weather's not bad. I need to check to see how the weather's going to be this weekend. But yeah, right now, again, I still have my Walmart Spark app open right now, guys. We're just kind of waiting on a delivery, but I wanted to just get on here and say hi to everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Shout out to my guys, Trizzy, Tito, CV Tech, Magic Tech, all those guys that are, that watch my channel constantly. Titus, right? Who's always comes in. I'm definitely still here, guys, right? I need to get on and do a live stream on my PC at home. I guess let me tell you guys what I've been up to. So I've been actually streaming. I've been streaming a lot more on TikTok than anything else, right? I've been doing gaming streaming on my TikTok channel. Not that I'm making any money off that or anything like that. People send like gifts and like, which, compared to YouTube has super chats, right? Where I think the minimum super chat that you can donate is like $1. But on TikTok and like, other apps like Facebook, I guess you can send like gifts, and those gifts can be as low as like a penny, right? Excuse me. So like on there, TikTok has these daily mission things though, where you can like, I guess if you go live for a specific amount of time, they'll give you a reward, right? So that reward could be like 25 cents or like $1, or not $1. I think last night I got like 57 cents in rewards, and I think like, I got like about $1 worth of roses. So for those of you who are not familiar with TikTok, like you can just like donate like cents, which, it depends on the gifts that you send, but like let's say a rose is 1 penny, right? They have different scaling of like gifts that you can send people. So that's what I've been doing. I've been streaming on that, and I also made another gaming channel, which I do need to make another video on. I think I have like 5 subscribers on there. But I used to have a gaming channel called BTech Gaming, and I got rid of it. I swapped it out for another channel, and now I decided to make another channel called BTech Gaming, which I have like 6 subscribers, by the way. So my last video got like 3 views, but I don't know if you guys can see that. It's inverted, obviously, but it says BTech Gaming. It's at BTech Gaming 86 altogether, if you guys are looking for it. But like last night, I did like a 3-hour stream. I didn't think I was gonna go that long, but I was kind of tired. I almost went until like 1 a.m. I was playing the new Resident Evil. Well, not the new. It's a remake, Resident Evil 2 remake, and I was playing that one. And I had someone come in on my TikTok live who knows like everything about the game. I don't know what the hell these cars are doing. I'm feeling someone's gonna back up into me. Anyways, I'm still waiting on deliveries, but anyways, I was playing for about 3 hours yesterday, and then I forgot what happened. Like I said, somebody was like helping me do like a walkthrough of the game because they like know everything about the game, so they were like basically telling me, hey, do this, do that. And I was like, well, hey, great. Like, it saves me the time because, like, there's a lot of things that I didn't remember from when I played it, like, years ago. I played that game, like, I think the last time I played it was, like, 2023, I think, and that was, like, a couple years ago. So, yeah, if anyone's there, say hi in the chat, guys. Definitely I'll give you guys a shout-out, whoever says hi. See how it goes. Hold on, I was on TikTok. I was getting bored.
That's a great...
Let's see. So sorry, you're gonna hear some stuff in the background there. But yeah, I'm just chilling, guys. I'm not really doing much. Today I'm gonna probably watch Monday Night Raw later on tonight. For those of you guys who are like a part of the IWC or internet wrestling community, I do have a TikTok page for that also. I need to get a hold of Tito. Right, we really haven't done any Deathlock podcasts recently. But if you guys still follow wrestling, right, this past week we had Saturday night's main event on Saturday, in which CM Punk battled against Jey Uso for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the vacated world title from Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins got injured, a while back at the last pay-per-view, and he had to vacate the title. Unfortunately, he had like a shoulder injury, and he had to get surgery. So definitely CM Punk, spoilers, right, won the championship at Saturday Night's Main Event. So I'm hoping we see some sort of championship celebration. Luckily, he can't get cashed in on, right? This making him, I believe, a 7-time WWE champion. I think he's held the world title, including the original world championship, I believe 5 times, and he won the WWE title twice, I believe. So he's held those championships for over the last 3 decades. Technically, he was world champion in the early 2000s, the 2010s, and then the 2020s. So that makes him a world title holder in 3 different decades, which not a lot. I would say not a lot of wrestlers can say that. I think the Big Show is the only one that could say that, because I think he did the late 90s, the early 2000s, and then the 2010s. But somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think also Brock Lesnar is in that category also, because he won his first championship in the early 2000s. He was champion in the 2010s, and he's been world champion, I believe, in the 2020s also. COVID era, I believe. I'm not sure when the last time he was a world champion though, but I'm sure it wasn't that long ago. Possibly Goldberg also. I think Goldberg, I think was 90s, early 2000s. He was the world champion in WWE. I think he was just like a one-time champion, and then he skipped the 2010s and then came, I think, or actually I don't remember if he came back like in 2019 and won the Universal Championship back then before COVID happened. So it might have been before, but he won the Universal Championship like 2 or 3 times, I think. So, shit, I'm not paying attention to my phone, guys. I might be getting sent deliveries and I'm not paying attention. So my phone's on vibrate, but I'm not getting anything. So I'm hoping I'm not missing anything. But either way, I wanted to get on here and chat with you guys for a little bit. Nobody's chatting, guys. Come on, guys. I have like 2 people that are watching, but I guess we just have lurkers there in the house. It's whatever. We got 3 people in the house now, guys. Smash that like button, right? We're still waiting on some Walmart deliveries. I really have no goal for today on making money on the deliveries. If I can do at least 2 or 3 deliveries on my day off, or if I have time, on the days that I do work, I try to get 1 or 2 in just to see, what I can make throughout the week. But like I said, it's been a good month since I've made at least over $100 on the Walmart Spark app. I was talking about it on my other channel because I did a pharmacy pickup that only paid out $7, by the way. I got paid $7 for a 3-mile drop off. I had to go to the store, get down, go to the pharmacy, go back to my car, drive the 3 miles to the customer's house. So let me make sure that the app is still on past 3 o'clock, just in case. They did send me the delivery after, so I want to make sure that we have stuff going on here. But guys, if you guys are joining in, smash the like button, say hi in the chat. This is a live stream, by the way, so say hi if you're popping in. I would really appreciate it. Ask a question, if you guys have any questions. The sun is kind of coming this way, so I do have a little bit of sun in my face right now. Hold on, let me put my sun visor over here, just so I can kind of get that out of the way. But I am getting hungry. It is about lunchtime, so if I don't get anything, if they don't send me anything, I'm probably gonna go home and make some food or something. I was talking about on the last stream the economy and the whole government shutdown thing also. So if you guys want to talk about that, we can. Definitely a lot of people are hurting right now, especially I think in the state of Texas, you are still getting food stamps because at my job, I work retail. I did see food stamp orders in my area of where I work. But again, I don't know if the food stamps are rolling over. What's up? We got Gene in the house. Gene, channel member for 3 or 4 years already. Thanks, Gene. For joining in, by the way. I appreciate you saying hi, man. Again, we're just talking about tech, we're talking about wrestling, we're talking about the economy, guys. So the government shutdown is affecting a lot of people right now. A lot of people think it's a joke and that it's funny that people are not getting food stamps, but I'm gonna give you a fact in my area on how, like, where I live, because I'm a border town. My city is a border town, and I watched the local news the other day, and they said that in my county alone, that 200,000 people depend on food stamps, which is crazy, right? Um, it's a crazy topic to talk about, because it's like, okay, I think the city I live in, the population is not even close to 200,000, or it's getting there. It's maybe like in the 130,000. That's for documented people, though, right? People that are on whatever that census thing that, they put out every couple of years. But, that doesn't include undocumented people, right? So, really the metropolitan area that I live in is probably closer to 500,000 people. And that's like the cities that surround the city I live in, right? So I live in a city that's probably at least a good 150K now. And again, the bordering cities are around, close to 100,000 also. So, it's not a joke, right? 200,000 people depend on food stamps where I live in, to, put food on their tables, to feed their kids, to feed the elderly. Yes, we have local food banks. We have, maybe there's churches that are, helping out people and, giving back to the community. I'm not too familiar with that. I don't go to church myself. Let's see. Gene says my state of Delaware, they're using state funds for SNAP benefits starting Friday, November 7th, and we are also grateful for helping us out on the short time. Yeah. Again, I don't know how it is in the state of Texas. I really haven't really oh, they're sending me a delivery. Ew, no thanks, reject. That's like a 20 drop-off delivery. No thanks. I don't want that. That's better than nothing. It's a short time funding, but a partial funding. Yeah. So I did hear something about that they are going to extend the food stamp stuff or whatever. But, again, I don't know. Like, I know it's going to be different in every state. But not just that. It's not just about EBT, guys, but, like, apparently there's, like, 1 million government workers that are not getting paid, right? Because, and, like, I'm not, like, I'm not going to be super political when it comes to, which party is the reason why the government is shut down, yada, 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 right? Oh, here we go. I'm finally getting stuff, but my phone isn't making the noise. It should be making the noise. But either way, like, the fact is, like, both parties have to work together in order to get something done. And whether it be one party or the other that's kind of like trying to blame the other, they just need to get their heads out of their asses, right? Get their heads out of your ass. Stop being stubborn. I know the reason, the reason why they're saying the Democrats don't want to reopen the the government is because of the insurance, right? Apparently the Republicans don't want to work with Democrats on fixing Obamacare, and because they don't want to extend whatever's happening right now. The Republicans don't want to extend, so it's like it's they're butting heads on both sides, right? One area wants to raise premiums on insurance so that people pay a lot more, while the others want the premiums to stay low. Which, how many rich people are there in the United States, guys? Like, I'm not rich. I pay for my medical insurance through my provider, through my job. But if I didn't have a job, I wouldn't have medical insurance right now, and I would be paying a fuck ton more for my the medications that I take, and for my co-pays for my my dental and my vision, right? Everyone goes to the doctor, right? I think that's something that it's kind of crazy, the healthcare system. We can get into it, right? But it's just crazy that that these parties that are holding Americans hostage to where we can't live a comfortable life, where Americans, not red or blue, everybody, not red or blue, I'm not even like talking about politics anymore, just everybody being able to live a comfortable life. When you have billionaires that are still sitting on stacks and stacks and stacks of money that are not being taxed, they're not helping in any way contribute to society other than the job, the businesses and the stuff that they own. And yes, I understand, money has to go back to their businesses and whatnot, but when you're worth $200 billion or $300 billion. I have no clue how much Elon Musk is worth at this point. I know he's still the richest man. Look at a girl like Billie Eilish. I'm using that as an example, right? Apparently her net worth was only about 50 million or something like that. I don't know. Somebody quote me on that. But when she won an award recently, she stated she spoke to billionaires that were there in the crowd saying, if you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? When all that money can be going back into the system or the taxes to help people, to help, how much money would it cost to put Americans on a universal health care system? From what I heard, it was only like $20 billion so that Americans could be on a universal health care system. Yet Americans, are sending money to Argentina to bail them out. They sent how much money to Argentina? When Trump ran on the premise of let's not help, other countries and other shit, let's help Americans. But tell me, how are Americans being helped? How are they being helped? I'm still getting taxed, the same. My taxes haven't gone down. I haven't gotten any stimulus checks. My grocery bills haven't gone down, right? The cost of everything has gone up. Luckily, I have a roof over my head, right? I don't have to pay rent. Let's see. Gene says, I'm not rich either. I pay for my medical through our state. That helps me out because I don't have regular health insurance, and not everyone does, right? Some people depend on some supplemental programs that the government provide in order to, be able to get, the health assistance that they need, whether you're disabled or you're not able to work. Not everyone is able to work, and I think that's what people don't understand. Yes, there are people that can work, I get it, right? But at the same time, you have to consider, like, okay, you're attacking a mom, you're attacking a single mom of like 2 or 3 kids, right? That may not be able to get a job, or maybe not be able to, have a full-time job because, she can't afford, daycare for her children, right? She can't afford daycare for her kids. So she has to maybe only hold a part-time job, maybe only working 20 hours a week. So some of these people depend on food stamps to feed their kids and to get Medicaid so that they can take their kids to the doctors also, because they can't afford medical insurance. God knows that somebody that can only work 20 hours a week is not going to be able to afford health insurance. If they can find it on the marketplace, okay, but you know what I mean, like, I'll give you guys an example, right? For me, I have medical insurance, right? But I'll just tell you this: I make under $50,000 a year at my job and with all my gig work, etc. I tried looking for something from the ACA, or whatever it's called, the Obamacare. I think it was a year or 2 ago. I tried looking for something on there just to see if I can maybe get it cheaper than what I'm paying from my job, because I work retail, right? I've worked at my same company for 20 years. Before, I was paying about $30 a week, and now I'm paying like closer to like $45, closer to $50 a week to keep my health insurance. That adds up to about $200, right? So it is pricey, guys. So I'm playing, even though for some people that might not be a lot, right? I work retail. I put in close to a couple $100 a month on my insurance, but some people are only paying like $40 a month on their Obamacare. When I'm working, at my job, and I'm still getting taxed a shit ton, right? I'll give you an example. I have a coworker. I asked him, "Hey, are you on the company insurance?" He's like, "No, I have Obamacare." And I was like, well, "How much are you paying?" He's like, "I'm only paying like $40 a month, 30 or 40 bucks a month." I was like, "What the fuck? I'm paying that a week." You know what I mean? And that's the thing. When I applied for Obamacare, maybe I didn't go through the proper channels or trying to find something cheaper, right? But when I applied, you put in your information, you put the information in, and then they send you stuff back saying, "Okay, we're gonna offer you this," So my cheapest one that I was seeing was like $400 a month. I was like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why am I gonna be paying $400 a month for insurance when I can just pay $40 a week, and pay like $160 a month at my job. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't make that kind of money. Why is Obamacare, asking me to pay that much? So give me one second, guys. One of my bosses just texted me. Instead. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm just kind of on a ranting spree now. But yeah, I think it's just crazy. It's like the news is very tough to watch now. I don't want to say anything bad about like the red side or the blue side or whatever, right? I think everyone just needs to try to work together. And I've seen interviews where Trump says like, "Hey, I'm willing to, work with the Democrats and this and that," but they have to reopen the government. That's what they're saying. Apparently they only need so many signatures. Again, I know the Democrats are wanting to hold out so that they can extend the insurance, but I mean at this point, like hands are tied on both sides, right? And I know I don't want to mention the Epstein files, but I know that there's some person that hasn't even sworn into Congress or whatever from Arizona that apparently would be the final vote so that they can release the Epstein files. So you tell me, guys, is stuff like this happening on purpose? Like, what's going on? So, okay, they never sent me any deliveries, guys. So I think I'm gonna go home. But anyways, guys, I made $7 today. I made about $23 last night. So we're making a little bit of money. We have a little bit of money in my Walmart OnePay account, right? I'll show you guys. I have $26 that I made in the last couple days, so that's gonna go back to that's basically gonna go to food. At this point, like, I'm not even spending the money on bills anymore. I'm just using the money like on food at this point, like just so I can buy like a thing here or there, when I'm at work. I use that money for lunch money basically. Gene, let me know if you're still there. Looks like we have 4 likes. I'm not seeing any chats though. What's going on? Is my live chat turned on? Yeah. Excuse me. Is my live chat turned on? Gene, you're the only person that's been chatting with me, bud. What's going on, Gene? Talk to me, Gene. Okay, maybe it's better if I leave the camera on the mount because... Let me put my phone down really quick. Just because we are just here chilling, though. Well, I didn't really think I was going to rant today, guys, about... the government being shut down, but I guess what else is there to talk about, honestly? Like, I really haven't done much with the tech side of my channel, guys, and I do apologize about that, by the way. Like, I'm trying to think of ways to talk about like things, and right now I'm just like want to sell all my devices. Like, I don't want anything to do with my devices that are there. Like, I feel like my table is covered in phones, and I just want to sell all of my devices. And I do want to buy a flip phone from Metro by T-Mobile. What do you guys think? Should I buy a flip phone, and should I try to use that for a month, like just to see, if using a basic flip phone in 2025 is, how it is? I mean, the thing is, I still have to use my iPhone, right? I need to use it for work every day. I have to use it for my gig work, so definitely I have to. I still have to use my actual phone for stuff like that, right? I won't be able to do gig work on a flip phone, but just as far as communication goes, like I just want to see like, hey, am I able to still use the flip phone and it be like not super lame in 2025? I don't know. What do you guys think? Boom, boom. Sorry, my boss was asking me if I can go in an hour earlier tomorrow. Yes, I can. Hopefully it's not going to be crazy busy tomorrow. I know they're going to have me setting up displays and stuff like that tomorrow. That's going to be fun. But yeah, I needed to take a day off, guys. I was actually supposed to work today, and I last week I had a lot of stuff going on. Last week I had a cousin's wedding, and I had I had work. I had to work 5 days plus the cousin's wedding, and then I had a Halloween party for another cousin that I went to. that was just tiring, and like it was just exhaustive, right? I didn't really have a lot of time to just be at home and rest and do like stuff at home and just relax. So how long have I been live? If I've been live for at least 30 minutes already, at least 30 minutes. Yeah, guys. Hey, what's up? We got Jay Santana 3019 in the house. How is boost service there? It's pretty good. I mean, where I live on in South Texas. So where I live, right now I'm actually not using boost service. This is Helium Mobile. But the last speed test that I ran on my Pixel 10 Pro before the service cut off, I was getting like 500, close to 600 megabits a second download on that. So I have no complaints as far as Boost Mobile service goes. Like, and that was on the, I believe that was a $60 plan though. So that was their highest rated plan. You needed that plan in order to get that. So, or to get the phone. And I believe the phones are still on sale on Boost Mobile. By the way, you can still get the Pixel 10 for $299 and the 10 Pro for $399, and I think you can get the Pro XL for $499. So, so far, I mean, when I was using it, I couldn't complain. I was getting pretty good service. We used to get native dish here, and it got decommissioned. Yes, so I guess on my end, on the Pixel device, I know that that, and this was the Android device that I had, but on the Android device I had, it was running on under AT&T on the AT&T side of things. But when I had the iPhone 16 under service, it was running under the native dish side. So I don't know what's going on, and maybe on my end it got decommissioned also. I might have to buy like another, I might have to get another phone just to find out. You know, later on, I might have to see what Boost has to offer us on their lineup, or maybe Metro. But yeah, I mean, Metro obviously is the T-Mobile side, but yeah, Boost Mobile on my end is mostly AT&T side now. And it used to be both. On when I was on Boost Mobile, it used to be like it would either it depended, like I guess which phone you got, but like some phones were T-Mobile, some phones were AT&T, and now and like I said, the iPhone that I had was the Dish network, the Dish native network. With the iPhone 15 and newer, you'll be able to tell. Yeah. So yeah, I had the iPhone. I'm sorry, the iPhone 16e, and that one was on native Dish. It said it said Boost Network. It didn't say AT&T or T-Mobile. It said Boost Network. So that's how I know. And I confirmed with Tito, by the way. So if you guys are familiar with Tito, then yeah, go check out his channel. Hey, what's up, Naguyan? What's up, man? Thanks again for joining in, man. Looks like we finally got some people in the chat, guys. I've been streaming for about half an hour. I'm waiting. I'm literally waiting outside of Walmart, by the way, guys. You can see there's Walmart right there. Aloha Android, yeah, that's my guy. That's what's up. I know he hasn't really been posting a lot of stuff. I know he was on vacation with his sister, I believe. So he was out there doing traveling with his sister. So I haven't really talked to him, but me and him do need to go live on the Deathlock channel so we can chat about wrestling. A lot of stuff has happened in the last couple weeks, like CM Punk winning the world title. But yeah, hopefully everyone's doing good. Right now, you guys just missed around about me going off on like the government and the shutdown and food stamps and insurance premiums. So we're here to talk about whatever right now, guys. I'm just chilling in my car. I need to see the battery. Hold on, let me see the battery life on my phone. I'm at 31%, so... Oh, snap, hold on. 31%, hold on, I almost killed the stream by accident. Alright, but yeah, we are here, we are live. Yeah, Tito is awesome. Tito is like a brother to me, but like, we've never met in life, real life, but you know, he, you know, when I started conversing with him on YouTube, and we started chatting outside of YouTube, you know, we found out we had a lot of things in common. We were, you know, we've been buddies since 2012, I think, ever since we started like, you know, commenting on each other's channels. I remember, I think we would chat on Google Hangouts or, you know, whatever, Google Plus, probably, whatever chats. Yeah, I am currently on Helium Mobile. I'm grandfathered in on the $20 plan, guys. And I do have like a lot of referrals credits, so that's why I'm still using the network. But truthfully, like I only have it because of the I get a hotspot. I have a hotspot at home, so I make a little bit of money back from the hotspot. I'm using the hotspot every day. Um, so so it really just depends. Helium Mobile does run off T-Mobile. I believe the T-Mobile network natively. But if you live in an area where there's a lot of Helium Mobile hotspots and you have the hotspot certificate, your phone will connect to those hotspots, and you will just be basically using someone's home internet, to run your data connection. You need to drive to Tito's place and meet in person, arrange an in-person meeting with him. That would be nice if he didn't live like what, 2 states away. I mean, I could just fly, right? I can just fly, out there and hang out with him, and vice versa. Like I know he's actually mentioned to me that he wanted to come to Texas a couple times, and I have a brother that lives in San Antonio, and there was I think it was last year that where he was like, oh yeah, I might be in San Antonio, for like a little family outing or something like that, and I was like, oh badass, let me know when you guys are gonna go down there, and I'll see if I can like meet up with you and your family, and we can hang out for a day or something like that and finally meet, and just shoot the shit, just meet in person, say hi, meet his wife, meet his kids. Let's see. Nguyen Dang says, I paid the unlimited talk and text for $5 a month. Very nice. Um, yeah, I know. I don't know what plans Helium Mobile have now. Is there a $5 plan on Helium Mobile? Shit, I don't even know, honestly. Thanks for being here, guys. We have 5 people in here with 5 likes, so I appreciate that, guys. That's a good amount of interaction that we have here. Excuse the tripod. I kind of want to repark my car because I'm like getting hit by the sun right now, but did you watch Saturday night's main event on Peacock? Yes, I did watch it. It wasn't great, honestly. I mean, it wasn't the best event that I could have seen, but it was all right. Like for what it was, I think it was better than the last ones. Hold on one second. I did watch it. It was an okay show. Like honestly, the main event kind of sucked. Like CM Punk versus Jey Uso was kind of underwhelming. Not to knock on like CM Punk, I think the person that kind of made the match better was Jey Uso. Like a lot of people like are like still like all about Jey Uso and the yeeting and whatnot, and I think his entrance and all that is cool, but that doesn't transition to him being a good wrestler, right? He's still not very good on the microphone. When he had his promo versus CM Punk, like he really only got like a few lines in. When CM Punk had to carry him, and like the thing is, like when you have like 2 guys feuding for the world title, when you have 2 guys feuding for the world title, you have to be at the same level, right? And like I feel like CM Punk had to bring it down a notch because like Jey Uso just isn't there. Like it's sad that his brother Jimmy is the better talker, is the better promo than him. On the mic, even Roman Reigns, which Roman Reigns got criticized a lot back in the day for not being a good promo, and him going heel and changing all that, his attitude, that definitely changed how he was perceived in the ring. So why is my phone not vibrating? Silent mode is on, but why? Okay, hold on, let me check my sounds and haptics. Change with buttons. Haptics play in silent mode. Keyboard haptic. And someone's jamming out here, by the way. Like the Walmart people, they have like the music. Gene says CM Punk stinks in my view. Sorry to say that. That's all right. Everyone's gonna have a different opinion on CM Punk. I think he's definitely a way better wrestler than Jey Uso. I mean, I don't know if you saw this. There was a spot in the match where CM Punk was trying to give Jey Uso a neck breaker, and Jey Uso botched it. So CM Punk kicked him in the head afterwards. He picked him back up, and he did it again, so he can get it right the first time, which I thought was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious because you can tell Punk was pissed off at Jey Uso for messing up a basic neck breaker. Like, who the hell messes up a basic neck breaker? Like, let's take a look. Notifications. What is announce notification? Okay. I'm gonna have to turn that shit on, man. Fuck. Okay, sorry guys. We're still here. I'm still waiting in the Walmart parking lot, but like for reals, if I don't get anything, I'm starving already, that's why. Jay Santana says, I think Solo is better than both Usos. Probably so, although like right now whatever's going on SmackDown and him, I guess with his MFTs or whatever, like there's really no story or trajectory with them right now. Like I like that they added like the face paint and stuff, like that was pretty cool. But like everybody except for Solo has a face paint. Like Solo needs to do a face paint also, like a badass face paint. So that could be like their thing, right? You know what I mean? Because they're Samoans, right? You know what I mean? So everyone except for Jeff Cobb or JC Mateo, right? I think he's the only one that doesn't have like the face paint going on for him, or he has it, but he's not or an actual like bloodline member. He's not like a part of the Samoan dynasty. So let's see. What did I pay $6 for? Apple services? What the hell? I don't even know. I think it might have been like Crunchyroll. It doesn't even tell me. It just says order ID, Apple iTunes. It's not very specific. I need to go back and like look at all my subscriptions. Said I saw the Solo Crew match that night. So I'm assuming you were at Saturday night's main event. This past. It was in what? Wasn't it in Utah? That's what I was told. So I don't know. I think it was in Utah. I was like, I don't think Gene lives in Utah, does he? Shit. But yeah, guys, sorry, I'm like checking my phone notifications over here really quick. Oh, you watched it on Peacock, okay. Yeah, I saw what was left on Peacock, I guess, but... Guys, subscribe to my gaming channel, BTech Gaming, by the way. Gene, I know you're already subscribed, right, Gene? I did a 3-hour stream last night on that channel. I do need to get a webcam for my PlayStation 5. The thing is, with PlayStation 5, they don't just let you use any webcam. You have to use the Sony, the PlayStation webcam, I guess. And for whatever reason, they're not selling it anymore in the States, so I have to order it like online or like on eBay, I guess. From what I heard, it's not a very good camera, but you know, just to kind of go live and interact with people, I might just, you know, do that, because I have been streaming like on TikTok. I've been doing the TikTok streams, guys, right? I don't know if you guys have TikTok, but I've been doing my gaming streams on TikTok. So if you guys don't follow me on TikTok, follow me on TikTok. I've been doing a lot more streaming there than on YouTube, by the way. But I mean, damn, we got 8 people in the house, guys. 6 likes. Let's get us to at least 8 likes before we go, by the way. Look, they're sending me an order for one of the Walmarts. It's paying out $19.43, but it's 3 drop-offs and it's 11 miles. It's ridiculous, like the mileage that you have to drive. And 2 of them are apartments, and I definitely don't want to take to an apartment where the customer's ordering water, sodas, and a bunch of heavy shit. You know what I mean? Okay, someone's randomly parking next to me. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm gonna have to move my car. I might have to move my car, guys. You think TikTok has a new owner? I don't think TikTok has a new owner. There hasn't been any mention of like the sell of TikTok or anything like that. So, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. But yeah, I need to get I really need to get back into like other gig work apps, not just Walmart Spark, because Walmart Spark has been kind of dead for me the last couple of days. This guy just got down. He backed up and then he got down. I don't know what's going on, but I think I might move my car. Yeah, let's move my car, guys. I'm getting hungry, by the way, guys. I'm getting hungry. Who wants to send like a $20 super chat so I can go get lunch? Even though it's already going to be 4 o'clock, so send me dinner, not really. Nice Tundra, by the way. Let's turn it around so you can see the vehicle that parked next to me. But this guy has a nice ass Tundra, and it's a little extended cab Tundra. But yeah, we are just chilling, guys, outside the Walmart parking lot. Like, I think I want to park over here. There we go, Gene member for 27 months. Let's go. You can become a channel member, guys, for as low as 99 cents a month. Let's go. Oh man, I have stuff stuck in my teeth. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, or like, let's hope that I can. Here we go. That's better. A little bit of shade. A little bit of shade. All right, here we go. That's a little bit better. What do you guys think? Again, let me see the zone I'm in really quick. I should have got down at the gas station and bought something to drink. That's what I should have did. Oh shit, my Spark app turned off. Hold on one second, guys. Thanks for being a channel member for 27 months. We got Blue Lynn saying hi. What's going on, Blue Lynn? Yeah, it's a beautiful day right now. It's about 82 degrees where I'm at least. And right now I'm waiting outside Walmart to see if I can maybe possibly a delivery order, but for the 3 o'clock time window, or the 4 o'clock time window. But if nothing comes in, since I'm chatting with you guys, I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer. I was actually gonna go home after 30 minutes, but you know, let's just see if we can stream here. If not, I'll go home and make lunch. And I have a guy that is going to go check out the scooter, so I do need to get home actually by 4:30, because there's a guy that wants to buy my electric scooter, the one that I did a video on. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, check it out. Oh, they're offering me a pharmacy order for $7. Should I do it, guys, and then just go home? It's 2 items, but it's like not super far. Should I do it? Let's see. It's on the other side of Ware Road. Ooh, it's out there. No, I don't think I want to do it. I don't think I want to do a pharmacy order. My last one was a pharmacy order. Yeah, we had a little bit of a cold front come in last week, but really it's still kind of hot during the day. It's just a little cooler at nighttime though. So like the evenings will drop to like the 60s. But no, go home instead. $7 is not worth it to me. Well, sitting here and just doing nothing is not making me any money either. So $7 does add up, right? Because I already did 1 for 7, so that makes 2 for 14. It's just that not a lot of people tip on the pharmacy orders for whatever reason. Like, I have gotten tipped on pharmacy orders. Like, some people will tip out like at least $4 or $5, but it's like these ones for today, I'm not getting any tip offers. So we'll have to check, guys. But you need to find out your what. Don't forget, guys, check out my NordVPN affiliate link in the description down below, guys. If you don't want to pay those hefty fees for WWE and ESPN, get yourself a VPN and watch all the PLEs on Netflix at the same rate. Well, actually, no, at a cheaper rate, because you're only paying for Netflix, and then you're only paying for the VPN. So rather than paying $30 a month for that, you can just pay for the VPN. So tell me how you're watching your PLEs. So yeah, just so you guys know, I do use a VPN. Maybe I'll make a video about that actually, so that I can share with my BTech community about that. Yeah, no, I didn't pick up the order, by the way, but I'm still waiting here to see if a regular grocery delivery comes in. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. I'm just kind of looking around. Oh, they sent me another delivery. Let's see. Sam Club, 2 drop-offs for 9 miles, but it's a shopping order. Oh no, thanks. It's paying out $24 though, but it's like about a 20 some item order, and some of these items are heavy. Water, sodas. Now I'm good on that. I do that on my day job. Doesn't look like Gene has ESPN Plus. Let's see. I'm watching my NXT PLEs on Peacock. Not, the other two PLEs not watching. Okay. So are you paying for ESPN, the ESPN app, or are you not? All right. Sorry about that. Getting some messages here. You're not paying for Netflix or ESPN Plus. Damn. But the thing is, okay, if you pay for Netflix, you can cancel Peacock and you just get a VPN. You can cancel Peacock. You don't need a ESPN. All you need is a Netflix and a VPN on your computer or your laptop. And all you have to do is just change your country's location when getting on the Netflix website. And it's as simple as that. From there, you can literally watch Raw, SmackDown, all the NXT PLEs, all the regular WWE PLEs on Netflix because they offer that internationally. I don't know why. I don't know why WWE wants to fuck over the US crowd and think that they want to pay all this extra money to watch PLEs. Like, I'm not about that. Fuck no. Fuck no. Okay, I'm not about that. Mini rant. Everyone's already broke as is. Like, I think ESPN got a really shit end of the stick. They gave WWE so much money so that they can air their PLEs on their app, and they've only, I don't know how many people subscribed, maybe like 100,000 people, but that's not even like, that's not a lot. They're not going to make their money back that way. And in my opinion, they're not even like trying to showcase WWE stuff anymore. They're not, for WrestlePalooza, yes, but what was the last pay-per-view? I don't even fucking remember. They haven't really been like, trying to promote. Like, I don't see them posting their interviews on ESPN anymore. They don't really give a shit. Like, I think Peacock did a way better job handling WWE and their PLEs and their post shows and all that compared to ESPN. ESPN's doing a shitty job in my opinion, but that's just me, you know what I mean? That's just me. Let's see. Mini rant. Sorry about that, guys. Gene is saying, but how did WWE show Saturday Night's Main Event if they don't have a contract any longer for Raw or SmackDown? And so Peacock or NBC Universal still has NXT PLEs and Saturday Night Main Event events only. So they are still contracted for the NXT PLEs and Saturday Night Main Event for like a couple more years, I think. But after that, the media rights for NXT as far as their PLEs goes up. You know what I mean? So we might not, you might not see that in by next year. I'm not sure how long the NXT contract is. I think from what I heard, it was 2026. But don't quote me on that either. But yes, WWE's main PLEs for Raw and SmackDown will be on ESPN exclusively only. You're not going to be able to see the replay on those. You can watch any of the old PLEs that were on Peacock that are still there. That before they moved over to ESPN, but now all the stuff is going to be like all the stuff that's currently happening is going to be on ESPN only. So you cannot watch SmackDown on Peacock. You can only watch Saturday Night's Main Events or NXT PLEs at this point. So you cannot watch Raw. You cannot watch the Raw replay or the SmackDown replay. I believe you can watch the Raw replay on Netflix, SmackDown replay possibly on Peacock, but you're not going to be able to see it like the same night or the next day. I remember at one point WWE had a contract with Hulu, and you would be able to see the events the following day, commercial free. By the way, so there was times where I was, if I missed Raw, I would just watch it the next day on Hulu, and I would watch it commercial free because I was paying for the commercial free ad. So a 3 hour Raw, right? Remember when Raw used to be 3 hours? Turned into an hour and a half show because they cut out all the commercials. So I would actually enjoy watching that. Let's see. Let me check my phone, guys. I'm getting hungry, man. I think I'm gonna head home already, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill the stream, guys. But yeah, I appreciate Joe. Let's see, Jay Santana being here, Gene being here, Blue Lynn also. Thanks for joining in. I did another live stream on my Side Hustle Mike channel, so my voice is kind of already like shot. I need something to drink and something to eat. But I appreciate you guys being here, guys. On the channel, I definitely appreciate people that are still continuing to subscribe and watch my videos, whether it just be like a phone case video or an unboxing video. Really appreciate you guys checking out the channel. And yeah, you guys have a great week. We're in it's fall season, turkey season is upon us. So again, guys, take care of yourself, take care of your families. Don't let things stress you out. Do your best to rest during these times, right? Work hard, but also rest and take your mental health days. I took a mental health day today from work because like I was getting physically tired from being at my job, and I was working like the last 4 days, and I was like I'm just gonna rest. So Naguyan Dang, check out my TikTok, man, because I am gaming on TikTok, by the way, but I also made a new channel called BTech Gaming, guys. So check out my channel. I'm gonna probably post up the link. Check out my post on my community tab. I have shared a few of the videos from my gaming channel already, guys. So if you guys are into the gaming stuff, I did game recently. I did a 3 hour stream last night on my PS5. So guys, thanks again for checking out the channel. We'll see you guys later. You guys have a good one. Take it easy, everybody, okay?